Hello, beings of love, light, goodness, and pure positive energy. I hope you all are great today. I hope everyone is showing up as their best selves today, and that you are walking in your fearlessness and in your power and in your truth. I am outside at my spot that I go to, and I just got through sunbathing. Yes, I sunbathe, and I wanted to make this video to just talk about the benefits of sunbathing, especially for melanated beings. Of course, when I go into my videos, I always talk about first the conditioning and the programming that we've believed about so many things about ourselves, about life, and I talk about how we need to get out of that programming and out of that conditioning, and how a lot of the things that we were programmed and conditioned to believe is just not true. So particularly with sunbathing, especially as melanated beings, you know, we're taught that if you're out in the sun, then you're going to get dark and your skin is going to be dull and you won't glow and you're gonna be crispy and burnt. You know, like we all have heard that. We all have said that to ourselves. Oh, you better not get on the sun, you're gonna get black. You know, and it's just it goes to show the messed up, jacked up programming and just how we've been conditioned to believe that the things that are actually very necessary and good for us are bad or leading to our detriment. And if you think about it, like, it was embedded in us in slavery, y'all. Our ancestors were in the heat. Like, we lived near the equator. Like, we flourish as Black people when we are closer to the sun. We flourish. We flourish. The closer we are to the sun, the more we're out in the sun, the more we sunbathe, the more that we sun gaze, the more that we really get out in nature, the more we heal as an organism, as a species, and as a people. So you have to unlearn that bullshit ass programming, you know, and it was embedded in us in slavery because our ancestors were out in the sun. Our ancestors were out in the heat. That's what we knew. And then when slavery came, we assimilated being outside with hard work, being in trouble because you'd get whipped out, picking that cotton and all that shit, you know. So we assimilated being outside in nature, out in the sun with bad. And then the people that were lighter, who weren't out in the sun as much, but they really were, they were just mulattoes, they were mixed breeds, they put them in the house. So they literally put in our minds that being in the sun equals bad, hard, torturous, draining, and being inside equals better treatment. And it's just not true. And then even within our culture as a race, like with this colorism, like light skin, dark skin, light skin's better, and if you're out in the sun you're gonna get dark, and dark is bad. And it's like, that's so freaking fucked up, y'all. Like, our ancestors were Black, we're melanated, we're out in the sun, sun gazing, sunbathing. It's very, very good for you. It has not only does it change the molecular and cellular structure of your DNA, it makes you feel better. It heals your ass. It heals you. When I began to awaken the Oshun energy within me, and I started tapping into my goddess energy and began manifesting and doing like amazing things, the first step was me getting out in nature, was me sunbathing, was me getting out with the trees, was me being with the water, getting out in nature, looking at the sun. Sunbathing, allowing yourself to sweat. Like, y'all are looking at me like, oh my God, she's so sweaty, that's dirty, that's nasty. No, the hell it's not. Sweating is good for you. You need to sweat. You need to sweat. When you sweat, you are activating your cells. You are literally working your body out. You're working your cells out. We need the sun. We need to look in the sun. We need to sun gaze. It gives us information, you guys. It helps us. It opens up our third eye. And once you start doing that, once you start getting out in the sun, you get out in nature, you don't care, you don't give a damn about sweating. Sweating is actually good. In fact, when you sweat, and then man, every time I come out here and I sweat like this, and I go home and I get in the shower and I get a coconut, I get in a coconut bath, and I use my shea butter and lemon grass balm, and I just like, man, I oil my skin up and my skin glows. Like, my skin has been glowing. And you know what, as a matter of fact, I recently had a breakout like last 2 weeks or whatever, and it was because, one, I ate dairy, I ate sour cream. Dairy is not good for you. Dairy is not meant for our bodies, okay? How another animal feeds its young is not supposed to be in our bodies. It just doesn't work, okay? But I ate dairy, and I noticed I hadn't been out in the sun. I hadn't been out in nature. I hadn't sunbathed. I hadn't sun gazed, and it literally caused my skin to break out. And I'm now working on it to get it back to its original state. But I've been getting out in the sun again. I'm like, that's my skin's way of telling me it's time for you to get back out in the sun. Because when I'm out in the sun and I sunbathe and I sun gaze, my skin glows. It glistens like a goddess. Even now, it still does it. Even if I'm breaking out, like, I glow. And it's because I've awakened that goddess energy in me, because I have gotten out in the sun and I sunbathed. I reprogrammed my subconscious mind. I realized that a lot of the things that were given to us and taught to us about things being bad and dirty and black and this and that is actually a big bullshit ass lie, and it keeps you from tapping into your true manifesting power. You want to manifest greatness, you want to manifest great health, you want to manifest love, you want to manifest abundance, you want to manifest whatever you want to be a goddess, a literally living, breathing goddess, then you need to start by getting out in nature and getting out in the sun and sunbathing and sun gazing and allowing nature to heal you. Like, for real. For real. All right, y'all. It's really actually good for you. You know, this society conditioned us to be so, like, ignorant. It's just ignorance. It's pure ignorance. As black people, we need to be, melanated people, we need to be out in the sun. We need to be out in nature. We thrive. We thrive when we're out in nature. We thrive when we're out in the sun. Think about it. When you're sick and stuff, you're cooped up in the house. Depression is linked to being cooped up in the house. Anxiety is linked to being cooped up in the house. If you suffer from depression and anxiety, you need to, like, literally start a 7-day like challenge to yourself to be out in nature. Dedicate 30 minutes a day just being out in nature. 30 minutes a day. If you suffer with depression and anxiety, I used to have horrible panic attacks, horrible anxiety, and I believe that actually ran in my family, like depression and anxiety and stuff. I used to have it so bad. You guys, I got in nature. I get out in the sun, and it's healed me and it's helped me. That's what you need to do. All right, you guys, so I'm about to go. I've been out here for about an hour and a half. Of course I was in shade. I love going out with my trees, but I just wanted to make this video real quick for you guys. Go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'll be making more videos like this, like every other day. All right, you guys, get out in the sun. It helps you. All right, bye.